just official monthly call. Okay.
We're already live, so let's get started. And we have, Yes, and there is a badge you can claim. Thank you for reminding me. So lovely of you, my friends. So lovely of you. Because now they have become a little bit more rare. So you better get yours. Sec. Dropping it in the chat. Oh, I have to get used to working on one screen. It's very weird for me. Okay, good. Here's this week's attendance badge, or this month's attendance badge, I guess. So make sure to mint it. All right, so the agenda is now not as structured anymore because, as I just mentioned, I read this new book that says, who needs design when we can just let chaos rule? So let's try chaos rule. Okay, so I dropped the agenda also nonetheless in the weekly calls channel if you guys want to take a look. But essentially, there's mixed topics that we will go through. So in no specific order. The only specific order is what comes first. And I actually forgot to add that here, which is core team updates. You're on, Julian. You're so.
Hello, yeah, sorry, I'm just responding to Will. I don't know why the link is missing the /5. I mean, the 2025, missing the 5 in the, not slash, sorry, the last 5 in the URL. I think, Stella, you miscopied the link. So let me copy that over. Yeah, so this should work better, Will and Danny, if you want to try that one. Yeah, let me know. On my side, team update. It's been a long time. We basically, over summer, over the weekend, I did update a bunch of the GitHub issues and pull requests, merged a few of the outstanding ones for the monthly upgrade that we have. Clément and I synced on Friday because he's back from vacation as well. To talk about, improving the stuff we said we were going to do this summer, but clearly time has escaped us, to improve the swap and burn. So not actually swapping on all of the chain, but swap to ETH all of the protocol fees, and then bringing them back to the DAO directly on Base, so that it's more flexible in terms of what we can do. So that's one of the things that we're going to spend some time over the next few weeks. I also had an idea of a feature that I think could be useful. So I worked, I don't know if you guys know, but we're close with the Coinage team, Coinage.media, and I had 2 calls with Zach last week. And he's doing 2 different things with Unlock, which are pretty cool. One of them is selling some of their NFTs using their... They have community tokens, and they're normally selling the NFTs and they're pricing ETH, but they wanted to be able to price them with their community token, which is called Coinage, I think. And so set things up for him, which is pretty cool. And so he's going to publish this and push this over the next few months. So that's looking good. Next few weeks, not months. And the second thing, which is kind of interesting, and I don't know if I can share that with you guys, but he wants to sell ad spaces in the form of membership. So basically, on Coinage Media, there's a bunch of ad spaces that people can purchase. And right now, it's done off-chain and all of that. And he wants to move to a system where they have a couple ad spaces. For every month, they have at least 2 on each of their different properties. They have about a dozen properties that they work with at this point. And so they want them to be powered by Unlock on the node. So we worked on that, especially integrating, which is pretty cool, integrating auction systems. So they're working with GBM, which is, I'll share the link here, but a system that allows you to do auctions. And so they're pre-minting NFTs for each of the ad spaces for a month. So basically an ad space or 2 different ad spaces in November. And basically people can bid, and if you bid, you have the NFT, and then automatically your ads are displayed on the Coinage website. So it's really kind of a cool system where people can bid at any point, and if they're the highest bid, boom, their ads show up on Coinage Media. So that's stuff that we've done, that I worked with a little bit with Zach last week on. And the other thing that I wanted to explore is see if we can create a new hook to do cross-chain action. So as you know, right now, one of the annoying things is even though we can support cross-chain payments, so let's say membership is on Base and I pay on Arbitrum, We don't have an easy way to trigger action in a cross chain when I purchase on one chain. So let's say I pay on Arbitrum, NFT gets minted on Base, but then should trigger something on a different chain, say Optimism. And we could use a hook for this. And the idea here is to create kind of a generate hook that people can do called cross-chain hook, cross-chain action, so that whenever a membership is purchased on a chain, it triggers something on a different chain, which I think could be really useful. And so I looked at different solutions for this, obviously, and there's different ways to do that. They would, thanks, Danny. I mean, a lot of them would be trusted somehow. I mean, as soon as you just touch cross-chain stuff, it's not as decentralized or permissionless as you would want. But there's actually some ways to do cool stuff. And so I'm exploring things with hyperlinks specifically to do message passing, basically, right? So you create a hook and you say, okay, fine, ping this contract on this chain whenever there's a new purchase. And that would ping this contract on a different chain. And so create an airdrop, airdrop a token from a different chain, mint another NFT on a different chain, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the kind of thing that I want to work on there. And then I did a bunch of cleanup on some of the GitHub issues, and we have a bunch of ones. I see Stella, you're smiling, but yeah, we definitely have a bunch of bounties that needs to be, taken. So I also set up a bunch of notifications, so now I'm getting notification when these things are updated. But hopefully, people can pick some of the bounties and get some of the work there. And that's it.
Nice. What a cool update. We should do this more often. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so anyways, great updates. Actually thinking we save this for later. That's fine. All right, moving on in our little agenda here. So next topic on this chaotic agenda today is the calls campaign without Ninja Promo. So we're not working with Ninja Promo anymore, right? So it's literally Jonathan, Ceci, myself, and whoever else feels like joining hands with us and, essentially managing one of our accounts. So just let us know if you feel like you have what it takes. We have a group outside of the Discord, on Discord, just a DM group, where we coordinate postings so that we're roughly like having the same posts, or if one of us is like earlier than the other people, then it's also helpful in the sense of we can take whatever the other person posted, adapt it to our platform, and just post the same thing, trying to keep it pretty fluid on there. So if you're interested, let us know. Do I see any comments in the chat box here? Right. No, I don't see any comments in the chat box because it's weirdly displayed, which is fine. All right. So anyway, we have negotiated terms with the Rise Up Morning Show with Alexander Popovich and his buddy Evan. We have brought down the price essentially from $18,000 to $9,000, and we're getting the same length. We are getting less intensity, but I personally have a good feeling. I think Ceci can agree to this with these guys, that consistency will matter with them. So we have discussed several strategies, from subliminal marketing to like direct marketing to their audience, also token gating their Discord and their Telegram group, so that people can experience within their community Unlock Protocol. They're not just being told about it. And I think Ceci and I will show up in that show twice over these 3 months. So it is also from a point of time span, it's interesting to compare what can, Ninja Promo do for us, and a classic traditional marketing agency, and what can an interaction with these two influencers do for us. Plus, we're looking at, I think, 2 more. One Jonathan is supposed to reach out to. I already reached out to Rachel on Chain. I think I have to reach out again, because that just frequently happens with her, that she's so overloaded with messages that it takes her a second to respond, which I think is fine. Is Julian talking to us, or is Julian on a call? Julian's on a call, I think, right? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, cool. Okay, so moving on. Steward proposals went through. Thank you guys for putting your trust in me one more time. trying to bring revenue to our little protocol here. I'm pretty confident because we're trying multiple ways of doing it. So I think we're playing kind of roulette here, but we're playing roulette in a very smart way. One thing needs to work, okay? So yeah, let's just try our best. And I think we're anyways on a pretty good road of everything. Wait, what was that? Sorry, a bit of drama at home, no problem. Okay, that's nice. Julian, first day of school. Apparently one of our kids is stuck at school. Oh, I need to hop.
Yes.
Okay, you need to hop. See you later.
Yeah, first day of school. Yeah, I explained in the chat. Chat soon, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, no
Go
problem.
well. Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh my God, he needs to sign a waiver.
Yeah, bye-bye.
For them to leave.